Hello, hello, YouTube, hello, hello. I would say hello to Twitch, but I am not streaming right now. I'm currently recording this session, not streaming it, so just YouTube people today. And I'm just hopping on for a quick 30-minute session, so just gonna get this episode done and then resume this recording session later today. It's currently Monday, the 11th, so you guys are gonna see this video later in the afternoon when I upload this. But yeah, just hopping on to record a few episodes before I go to work. Maybe just one episode. I don't know yet. Been behind on some recordings, so I figured I have some time before work. Let me just get, at least one of them done today. Okay, so I gotta refresh myself on what I'm doing here. Been a few days since I've played this game. Probably over a week at this point, but let's see. We're fighting the boss. We're playing as Mooney. As far as I remember, we are trying to get that Plague Dice achievement, and we're also trying to beat Ground Zero boss, and that's it. There's not a whole lot we're worried about. We just gotta, think a little bit as we play here. So as long as we do that, we should be okay, I think. Can't remember exactly what kind of build we're going for here. I see we have a reroll sentinel here that'll help us out. We have some extra purify actions here that'll help with healing. Otherwise, let's just continue on here and see what we can do. If I can remind myself as to what I'm doing in the middle of this fight here. So what are we dealing with here? Obviously, you have Death Bomb. You have Obscure. I think that's from one of our Star Blessings here. You have Decay. You have Agony. So hopefully we, get done with this fight relatively quickly. Or else you're just going to get stronger and stronger. Yeah, you're going to start stacking a bunch of Doom on yourself. So let's try to just end this as quickly as we can here. Been a pretty hectic week for me. I just started work back up last Thursday, and I had a bunch of trainings before that, so not a lot of time to stream, not a lot of time to record. I tried to stream last night because I had some extra time. I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna get back on track. I'm gonna make sure everything's up and working. I can, get back into the rhythm of streaming and all of that. But Twitch decided to just not work last night. I usually get disconnected or something like that from stream, but last night it was a bitrate issue. My bitrate wasn't going above I don't know, the lowest amount that it could be, basically. I was losing frames every second. I don't know, I just couldn't do it. So here I am just recording instead until OBS has some kind of update or something. I'm pretty sure it's nothing on my end that is causing an issue. So I just gotta wait for some kind of update or something on OBS. Recording most of my other stuff has been going pretty smoothly. Save for Borderlands. Borderlands has been giving me a little bit of issues, but, that's neither really here or there, I would say. As long as I'm able to get through it, then we're just fine. Let's see, I'm probably going to want to heal this turn. Let's go ahead and do that a little bit. We're getting through this boss fight pretty quickly, I would say. He is getting stronger, for sure, so we might be at risk in another like turn or two of losing a life, or maybe even both of our lives, but right now we're looking pretty good. I think we just got to keep up on the healing and we'll be alright. Serenity on the boss and myself, obviously that's a good thing, so glad to have that going. Rerolls on our Sentinel, and use those. Okay. Yeah, let's just get out of this turn right here and we should be A-okay. Even if we lose a life right now, we are pretty much at the end of the fight, so looking okay. Jesus, why did I draw like 8 dice that turn? I don't even know what just happened there. Not quite sure why I rolled so many dice right now, but I'm not complaining. Not too much we can do with these dice, to be honest. This is probably our best shot right here, that enhance that I just did. But there's not a whole lot we can really do with all of this. I mean, we can re-roll this and maybe get Serenity out of it, but... oh yeah, there we go. Alright, we ended up the fight anyways. Ended up being the last turn. Yeah, we're definitely looking pretty solid here. I'm not thinking we'd need a new Sentinel. If anything, I might want to pick up the Guardian, because having Light Shield is nice, but if I remember correctly, I was using the Solar Plexus to heal myself, like, more consistently, so I kind of do want to keep that. Yeah, I mean, having both of them would be nice, but I do want to keep the Armillary Sphere for the rerolls, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the Sentinels that we have and move on. Yeah, here we can use something like this. That would serve us a little for that purpose. We get shielding up. What do we have here for our Star Blessings? We have the Miasma Cloak. It increases purification received by all targets by 3. But at the start of battle, apply 1 Blighted Soul to every enemy. So that means when the enemies are defeated, Torment gets applied to all targets. Okay. I could see that being a problem, because obviously, if we start a battle with 3 enemies and kill 2 of them, that last one has the opportunity to deal a lot of damage to us. But then again, we are going to be dealing 3 more purification to every target, so kind of balances out there a little bit. And we have the Ominous Shell, which allows us to draw 1 additional die per turn, but applies to Hidden to all enemies. We can't see what they rolled for 2 turns, which could be a problem. I think that might honestly be more of a problem than the Blighted Soul on every enemy. I feel like I kind of rely on seeing what my enemies roll so I can counter it. And then we have the Impious Contract. Draw 2 additional dice per turn and apply 1 Agony to 1 random enemy. Okay, I think we've been having Agony on a lot of enemies so far, so again, that could be an issue. If we fight somebody with Agony already, and we just add one on top of that, that could be an issue really quickly. So honestly, I'm honestly just going to take this for the extra damage, so we can kind of tear through these last enemies relatively easily. Let's go ahead and do that. It's looking like I'm probably going to have enough time to get up to the boss right now. Maybe not defeat it, but I can get up to the boss in the next 20 minutes. So what do we want? We have plenty of star shards to upgrade our sentinels. A little more wouldn't help, or sorry, it wouldn't hurt. A little more wouldn't hurt, but we don't necessarily need them right now. So you know what? I'm gonna go for the chest. See what kind of dice we have to pick up here. And I do remember after that boss fight that we are kind of using a lot of rolling stars, a lot of re-roll dice, and a lot of draw dice. So I'm thinking I still want to go for those, because that has been working out for us. Discard is probably like the next best thing, so we can get rid of any corrupt actions in our hand. Other than that, Lunar Alignment and Acceptance don't necessarily fit right into our build, but let's see what they do. Decrease all dice with any type of Purify action into value 1, and deal 4 Purification to all enemies for each die that was converted. Okay, not bad. Not bad for sure. I see the opportunity for some damage there, but again, I think we want to pick up stuff that, you know, fits into our build. Or something like this, like Penumbra Glare, that will help us get that achievement that we're going for, you know? I'll just go ahead and pick both of those up and be on my way. And I definitely do want to go for the easy fights today. I know I like to kind of push the game, push my own skill, and go for the challenge fights when I probably shouldn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it safe right now and just go for the easy fights. See if we can't get through those. And if I do have a chance to get that Plague Die achievement, then I'll go ahead and do that. But I will focus on just, you know, getting out of the fight first. Alright, so what are we rocking with here? We've got Rolling Stars, that is great on a first turn. We've got Serenity, which is also great on a first turn. New Moon Ray is just going to be straight damage. Shield Boomerang will help us just block damage this turn. Let's go ahead and convert this die right here. And we can re-roll these ones here. I think that should be good enough for a first turn. Discard, huh? We can get rid of maybe one of these dice. I don't know if I want to get rid of the rest of them. Yeah, definitely a solid, very solid first turn. Okay, looks like your corruption meter is hidden for the rest of the battle. I guess you just do that, huh? Is that Blighted Soul that does that? Oh, it is. I didn't realize it did that. I might have rethought my decision for that Black Hole Blessing if I would have read that, but I just somehow skipped over that, I suppose. That's okay, though. I think we can still get out of this. As long as we just protect ourselves, we shouldn't have much of an issue, I don't think. We're not worried about, like, you know, getting this guy down to a certain amount of health, and then like one of his buffs goes off or something like that. So I think we'll be okay. Just got to get some shielding going, which we do have, and just got to be careful about the overcorruption meter. Yeah, we can just keep re-rolling a bunch of stuff as we need to. Discarding if we have any available, and just playing our dice like normal. Seems like we can get out of this pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, there we go. Not even 3 turns in, and we're already done. So we might end up making it just past the boss today. Didn't really prepare for that, but that's okay. Let's see. I think the no-brainer choice here would be Serenity, because neither of these really help us. I mean, we get some draw actions right here, which do help us, but, you know, the Owlite Charge and Shadow Mastery actions themselves don't really help us right now. So we could do just Serenity and see what we get here. Moonlight. Moonlight's not bad. For some reason, we're not getting a lot of Hex dice in our pools whenever we draw stuff. Or else I might want to take this. But I feel like we don't see Hex dice super often. You know what? Just give me the Owlite Charge. We'll just run with that. Go for the event. And then if I have enough money, I'll head back to the Sentinel shop for the boss. Let's go for the event. See what we get here. Or not here, but in the next pip there. Do I want to sacrifice a heart? You know, I'm gonna play it safe. I always get tempted by stuff like this in this game. Gotta learn my lesson sometime. Oh, what is this? Have you ever seen this before? We've seen this, like, urn thing before, and it was an ambush. It was like a fake urn, a mimic. And we've seen this before, but I don't know if I've seen this specific event before. Try to open it, see what we get. Oh, it's just a free epic die, huh? That's nice of them. That's very nice of them to give me. 2 epic dice. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh man, in that case, give me expertise. Thank you. How kind of them. Okay, well, pick up some more dice. We have the chance. Let's see, we have some draw actions here and here. Cosmic Wisdom, I don't know what that does. Change all dice from your hand with any type of corrupt action into enemy area purify. That could be helpful, because, you know, if we get a lot of corrupt actions in our hand, then that would come in clutch. New Moon Ray is going to be just some extra damage as well, which is not bad. But we do already have like 1 or 2 Moon Ray dice. So I am going to take Cosmic Wisdom, just because we don't have it yet. And again, I am going to go for the safe battle. Okay, alright. I can see this fight being an issue, because it seems like there's going to be a lot of torment thrown around if we're not careful. I'm pretty sure these guys are prone to overcorrupting themselves all the time. So yeah, just a lot of torment being thrown around here. Could pretty quickly, you know, make us lose our lives here. Again, if we're not careful. So what do we want to do here? We do have an expertise, so we can go ahead and use that to convert these actions right here. But we do also have some rerolls that we can use. and some draw actions that we can make use of. Discard is cool. We might as well go ahead and use it, because we don't have any more rerolls that we can use. Let's go ahead and discard the Purify 1 and the Corrupt 2. Draw some new dice. New Moon Ray. That is pretty great for us. Let's go ahead and use that. This lag is killing me right now. It's kind of been a common issue recently. Just a lot of lag in my games. I don't really know why. I wish I could, you know, do some troubleshooting and figure it out, but the best thing I can think of is to just change my NVIDIA driver and switch over the profile to a different driver. But like I said, I do have to go to work today, so I can maybe get that done before work. But right now, gotta push through right now. What are we looking at here? This is a full hand. So if we pull any more dice without discarding any, then we're gonna lose some dice here. I think we can do that by doing this. Reroll all of these. And there we go. We can still re-roll a couple of these. We can re-roll these two. Let's go ahead and apply Serenity to everything. Into Moonlight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and play this X die if we can get a good roll on it. Yep, there we go. We still have a draw action that we can use, so I'll go ahead and use it. Let's see, and this is just going to be straight damage. Probably should heal before the end of this turn. I'll do that. Go ahead and use both of these. And now I guess we kind of just have to pray. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, we kind of have to pray that we either end the fight with that action, which, you know, ended up being true, or just hope that the enemy didn't get over-corrupted there, but looks like we don't really have to worry about it. Let's see, what do we have here now? We have a Convert die. We have Ingenious Touch, which is going to change 3 dice from my hand into Purify 1. Is that going to be any action that we can change? Change up to 3 dice from my hand. Okay, so yeah, we can take that for sure. That'll again help us out with corrupt actions if we have too many in our hand. Now we have another Owl Light Charge, Nocturnal Updraft. Gain 1 Doom, deal 2 Purification for every Doom that we have, okay. Gain 3 Doom and refresh Virtues. Honestly, I don't really want to mess around with, you know, all these actions here. Like I said, I am just going to play it safe, so let's go ahead and pick up the safe die. Get Owl Light Charge. And it looks like we do have a little bit more money to head to the shop, so let's go ahead and do that. Pick up these dice. We have Research, Enhance, and Draw Risky. Draw Risky could be good. I don't remember exactly which risky dice we have, though. I see Serenity Aura here. I see these two are both risky. Astral Calling and Precision. Serenity Aura again. Manipulate Serenity Aura for a third time. Okay. Moonbath. And Cleave, it looks like. But not too many options, it doesn't seem like. But maybe not this one. Maybe not draw risky then. I guess we might as well go with research. Because we don't have many enhanced dice on us. But the few times we can enhance, I guess we would want it to be that much stronger. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Oh, here we go. Restoration and draw fit right into our build, so we could pick up either of these. But what is this here? Mind Wreck deals 4 purification to all targets and adds 1 Dizzy Hex die to my draw pool. That could be cool. I'm not sure we're worried about group damage during the boss fight because we're not fighting Astrea's heart, remember? So we could just do like draw actions and live with that. We should be fine with that. Go and upgrade these guys one last time. And honestly, I think we're looking pretty strong for this fight. I'd be pretty surprised if we don't get through it. I'm not going to sacrifice a heart because I don't even want to risk it. I don't even want to get too cocky and say we're going to win and we end up losing all 3 hearts in one turn or something like that. So while I do think we have a fairly good chance of beating the boss, I think there is still some issues here. And I will point them out right now. So issue 1 that I see, obviously we're going to have Torment kind of all over the place because, you know, these Sentinels here are pretty easily broken. So those guys are going to give off Torment the first time they're broken. Not any other times, thankfully, but, you know, even just having 2 Torment is going to be, you know, kind of rocking the boat a little bit. So that is done. You can kind of start thinking about what we are gonna do now that we have all this torment going around. Obviously, we don't want to overcorrupt the boss. It's just gonna deal that much more damage to us. Let's see. What are we worried about though? I think reality disruption is probably gonna be our biggest threat here, rather than like the dice or the sentinels. It's gonna be this buff right here. At the beginning of the enemy's turn, this is gonna deal 1 damage to 4 random targets, and the number of targets is gonna increase every turn. So every time it hits us, it's gonna deal 3 damage to us. So we're gonna have to get lucky pretty much every turn so we don't get hit by more than 2 of those. Trying to roll a die face that doesn't have either of these on it, but looks like we're getting pretty unlucky here. Okay, whatever. So yeah, we just kind of have to get lucky here and hope that we don't get hit by even one of these things, it looks like. Because the dice is going to deal 5 damage to us, so reality disruption ideally would deal no damage to us. But honestly, I doubt that's going to happen, so let's just go ahead and take the hit here. Yeah. I thought so. So for the best chance of survival here, we are going to want to roll as many light shields as we can. Pretty sure we have plenty of those in our draw pool. We just haven't gotten quite that lucky yet. I think our best option right now might be to copy this die right here, this timeless die. And you know, it's not that much shield. It's only, what is that, 3 shield? But I mean, come on. Like I always say, you know, having some protection is better than none, so. Not even 3 shield, just 2. Okay, well. Still better than none, for sure. Oh, right, and we can't see the corruption meter now because of Blighted Soul. That's right. Forgot about that. Alright, so again, we're just going to have to get lucky here and not get hit by any of this stuff here. Okay, I was going to say we almost got lucky, but enemy got over-corrupted anyways, so. See what I mean? We lost 2 lives in 2 turns, which is crazy, considering how strong we were before this. There's some light shield. There we go. Serenity, I don't think is really going to help us that much, because if we can't even protect ourselves from dying, then we're not going to be able to heal at all, you know? Oh. Serenity is not really the end-all be-all for us. For the enemy, that would be great if we got a lot of Serenity for the enemy. But for us, it's just not that strong on this fight, unfortunately. Oh, even more light shield. That's great. Honestly, this could go well either on me or the boss. I'm gonna put it on myself because I don't want to lose another life if I can prevent that. Let's see, we have a conversion. We can go ahead and convert maybe this one right here so we don't have to self-corrupt ourselves. There's still an area corrupt, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, that one just has all corrupt faces, huh? Okay, you're getting discarded then. Alright, don't know how much health you have, but let's just hope we don't die here. Okay, we got out of there. Okay. Now, it's looking like we're going to have to end this fight right now, or else we're going to die, most likely. I'm not too sure how much health this guy has. I probably should have been keeping track or something like that, to the best of my ability. Let's see if we can't just end the fight right now. That's a lot of damage right there. It's probably going to be upwards of 30 right there. Can't do anything with expertise, and these are just going to be 1s. So, I mean, that's still some damage, but not a whole lot. And no shields. We do have 8 shields already from that previous die, but no extra shields that we can make use of. I guess this is it right here. Go ahead and see if we can make it work. Not quite, not quite. Okay. Ah, okay. Alright. And we were right there too. That is sad. That is unfortunate. That is really disappointing. Oh man. We probably only had like 10 more health on that guy too. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, I guess it really was this black hole blessing here that kind of ended up going against us more than anything. But oh well. Well, I'll see you guys later today. I'll do some more recording when I get home from work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.